Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio.
Many thanks to Tim Westwood and Chris Goldfinger. The drum and bass is about to start.
It's Saturday night, it's Radio 1, it's drum and bass time.
Yes. Many thanks to Chris Goldfinger, Tim Westwood, Combination Stars, Saturday Night Bizzle. That's the way it's going down. It's D&B for the next 2 hours. The time 1 till 3. It's feeling good to me right now. Great way to start the show tonight, the sound of Blame. The exclusive one called Bring 'Em Down. Coming up on tonight's show, we have the D&B charts. Got the rewind track. Yes. Pull up. We're doing that tonight. And we have Shogun Audio in the studio with the main man, Friction. He's passing by, he's going to do a little mix for us. And if you've never heard this guy mix, he's one of the very best out there. Incredible technical DJ. And he's going to come and tell us what's popping with Shogun Audio, a label that is going from strength to strength. So that's going to be interesting. And your shout outs, Facebook business, of course. You got to remember now, Facebook is Fabio and Grooverider. It's a joint bizzle going on. And we've had a lot of love for a show last week. And I listened to it and all I heard was laughter. There was a lot of laughter going on, but got a lot of love for that, and thank you very much. We'll be reading out your Facebook shouts later. And remember, you can download tonight's chart, the Radio 1 and 1 Extra chart, now for free on bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Brand new remix. Remix before the tracks even come out. That's how deep we go. The track's called Swerve. The outfit is called D-Minds. The MC is called Jake. It's Fabio, it's Radio 1.
Hot from your block. Spot on your pavement. Swerve from the curb. We run around like cavemen. Hot from the block. Spot from the spot. Swerve from the curb. Run around my brain. Hot from the block. Check the spot on your pavement. Swerve from the curb. But we run around like cavemen. But you can't step in. The shop is full of maintenance. Stop and look around. Crew who is raving. Gorillas in the mist. Freddy Krueger nightmares. Real deal gangsters. Shoot them up like big bears. Man's making cake in the way anyhow. Get in the way, don't say anyway, anyhow. Slick jiggers don't play. Light you up some. Spit hot lead that will fight you up some. Make you hold your breath for a real long time. Burn us up, I'm talking over a big bass sign. Try to draw card, end up getting dealt. Might be an ace, but that don't mean you won't get dealt. Big fish, little fish, rah, rah, rah. Ballers on the corner chatting blah, blah, blah. Hot from your block. Spot on your pavement. Swerve from the curb. We run around like cavemen. Hot from the block. Spot from the spot. Swerve from the curb. Run around my brain. Keep it going. Never showing. Never slowing. A new angle. From your block, spot on your pavement, swerve from the curb. We run around like cavemen. Hot from the block, spot from the spot, swerve from the curb. Running on the brain.
Sound of D-Minds featuring MC Jakes and a track entitled Swerve. Wicked stuff. Got loads and loads and loads of good music. A lot of great new artists coming through. A lot of stuff from the States as well. Yes, yes, yes. Feeling good about the music right now. Feeling real good. Big up to the rider, the Grooverider. Catch him doing his solo thing next week. Remember, we got Friction and the Shogun audio crew in the house tonight. Big things, most deaf.
Hot from your block. Spot on your pavement.
You know what I'm going through now?
Forthcoming on Hospital Records. The man Logistics. The man behind one of my favourite D&B tunes of all time. Together. Tune that is still in my box. I play that tune nearly every single set. And I don't care, because I like it. Yes, we have the charts coming up real soon. And you can download the chart for free, which is crazy. Crazy but cool. I'm liking this. Big up to the Detonate crew down there in Nottingham and Sheffield. James, Transit Mafia doing his thing. Saturday night, baby.
Ever
the sound of Logistics and Cosmonaut. I've got a cold again. Can you believe that? And then I'll catch it at Christmas, because I always catch it on Christmas Eve. And it just ruins my whole Christmas, man. The old school stuff is going well. You know what? I think from next week, we are going to have to shut down the nomination situation. Because I'm just getting inundated. People are texting me on my phone, and it's like, listen, what are you doing? Yeah, what about this for an old school track? Hang on, this is my personal number. What are you doing? And people are making really funny jokes about Super Sharp Shooter as well, yeah, very funny. I've had about 40 requests for Super Sharp Shooter in the last week. We have your Facebook shouts coming up real soon. And Grooverider was, of course, saying last week that bring back MySpace. I'm not sure about that, actually. And not a lot is happening on MySpace for me. I've had, I think, one message in the last 6 months. Not good. We have the charts up after this. The sound of Marky and Random Movement, a track entitled Give Me Your Love. Shogun Audio in the house real soon. Big shout out to Delisa and James. What's up, what's up, what's up? Make some noise. She's always one for overdoing it. Yes, yes, yes.
Feel the beating of your heart, whisper in my ear, bring your body close to mine. So give me your love, give me your love, give me your love, give me your love. Give me your love.
The sound of Marky, Random Movement, and the track entitled Give Me Your Love. We went over the Mobos last week, actually. Got my producer, I was like, listen, you need to hook me up this year. Go to the Mobos. We went over there, got there late as usual. And when I saw on telly, I just realised we actually missed half the event. Got there real late and we got some joke in there. The whole thing was very, very, very funny. But big up to Jazzy B. Good to see Jazzy B over there. He's one of my idols and looking well, holding it down. Trevor Nelson, of course, won Best Radio DJ. Or was it Best Club DJ? He won Best Radio DJ. Tim Westwood won Best Club DJ. Even though he was getting a lot of booing, a lot of people don't understand you, Tim. Don't worry about it, son. Mad love for Westwood, man. Check his show out each and every Saturday with Goldfinger, 9 till 1. Can't be hating on Tim Westwood, man. Guy's been carrying the whole thing on his back for a little while, man, and he's still there at the top of his game. Haters go away. Right, it's time for the charts.
10.
Number 10, Zen, Full Effect on Flipmode Audio.
9.
Number 9, Icicle, Wounded on SGN Limited.
8.
Number 8, Break, Splash Lap on Quarantine.
7.
Number 7, former number 1, Adele, Hometown Glory, the High Contrast remix on XL.
6.
Number 6, Taxman, Original Ninja on Ganja Records.
5.
Number 5, TC, Where's My Money, the Caspa remix on D-Style.
4.
Number 4, Ed Rush and Optical, Pacman, the Upbeats remix on Virus.
3.
Number 3, Original Sin, D for Danger on Playaz.
2.
Number 2, Clipz, Loud and Dirty on Audio Zoo.
1.
This is the One Extra and Radio 1.
Well, they've made number 1 their own chasing status over the last few months. They really have. Take Me Higher was number 1 for some 5-6 weeks, and I think this is going to be number 1 for a little while. Chasing Status featuring Plan B, Pieces on Ram Records. Big up to Andy C as well. He's put that all together. A lot of hard work and some hard-earned cash has gone into representing Chasing Status, and it's paying off. Remember, the album More Than a Lot is out in your streets now. Gonna let this one roll. Remember, you can download the Radio 1 One Extra chart for free. Go to bbc.co.uk. Radio 1.
That's why you wanna break my heart. I remember when I used to feel something. 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 Now I'm just cold as that. I remember when I used to feel something. You don't care about me anymore. That's why you wanna break my heart. I remember when I used to feel something. Now I'm just cold inside.
Number one, once again, Chasing Status, Pieces, featuring Plan B on Ram Records. We have got video stuff and interviews, so forth, from their gig at Maida Vale. If you go on the Facebook site, you can go and check that out. Lots of videos and pics and stuff like that going on. And remember, if you want to join our Facebook club, go to groups, press join, and you are part of our gang. You can catch Chasing Status at Swerve this coming Wednesday for the Halloween party alongside Eveson and myself. Yeah. Grooverider back in the hot seat next week, and we're going to be playing out a part of his Warehouse Project session, which was one of his first gigs that he did, man. So that is going to go down as legendary. And we're not talking football. And all these jokers that have been sending me all these disgusting text messages slagging off my football team. You got to remember, karma. We're not going to be rubbish forever, okay? Some of the jokes are quite funny. If I find any clean ones, I'll tell you later. Some of them are really downright disgusting. We have Friction coming up soon. But we're going to go Gully. Sound of Vapor. The man who does Gully better than anyone else. Big up to you, sir. Also to Sarah and Blade Runner. Big shout out to Ray Keith, all the Dread Recordings crew. Been fronting that sound for a hot minute. So props to you. Check out the beat line on this. Ugly. One for the rider.
Filthy, dirty, grimy, heavy, messy, colour, deep and dark, drum and bass.
sound of Vapor. Super ugly. Big up to the Newbury Massive. Also big up to Randall, all the J-Tech crew. Yes, yes, yes. We have Friction coming up real soon. And he's brought some real stop-outs with him tonight as well. We're going to catch some joke with DJ Friction and the Shogun Audio Massive. He's going to be telling us what's popping with the label. Real soon. As I said, loads and loads and loads of new tunes. From all styles as well, man. You got your gully, you got your liquid, you got your deep flavours. You got your kind of discotheque kind of vibes. You got loads of good bootlegs out at the moment. Want to big up my Swerve Massive. Grooverider came down and done his thing. Bless the place, man, trust me. Also, big up to all the crew that attended a night down in Leamington Spa last week, which is near Coventry. Nice little event. And a big shout to MC Loki, who was going to Pastures New and put on one of the parties of the year last week down at Plan B in Brixton. Last week, Thursday. Great send-off, man. That is the kind of send-off that makes you not want to go anywhere. Yes. Brand new from SpectraSoul. Little deep funk, tech kind of business. Track entitled Taken. Send this one out to Loki. Yes, sir. Best wishes on your journey. Big ups to you.
iPlayer, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. The Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio.
All right.
Track entitled SOS by Salvation, or it might be the other way round. I'm not quite sure. Right, we have the Shogun Massive in the house, but before we do that, we got some Facebook shouts. Big shout going out to Brian down there in Chicago. He was really happy to hear me and Grooverider back together laughing as we always do. Also to Lee Paul Grange in London, he loved the show last week. To Matt Fisher, whose life was saved on a trip from Gatwick to Somerset last week by listening to our show. I don't quite know how that works, but it did. Cameron Smith, who said random movements from Ohio. Everyone gets so precious. We made a little mistake, Cameron. Chill. And lastly, Renee Sugar Bee down there in Toronto. And she's always giving us love. She wants to big up the Theory crew. And last but not least, Paul Davis down there in the West Midlands. He said he can't stop listening. He's listened to it on BBC iPlayer and can't stop smiling. Wicked, wicked stuff. Right. Enough of all that chat. We have got 3 big players in the house. Yes. We've got the Shogun audio crew coming here looking like Abercrombie Finch models tonight. You know what I'm saying? You mans are looking fly. What is it? Some kind of joint thing, right? These are sitting down thinking, you know what? We could be the next Westlife.
Cheers, Fab. I thought I was losing it. Do you know what I mean? It just made me feel better now.
What's happening, guys? Anyway, I've got to explain to you who's in here. We've got Icicle.
Yes.
Big up to you. Big up to Alex Perez, no stranger to these shores.
Easy.
And we've got the mighty DJ Friction in the house. Head honcho and CEO of Shogun Audio. What's up, Ed?
What are you saying, mate? You alright?
Yes, man, I'm real good. How are you? I know you just come back from Australia, so you must be a bit lagged, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. You know what it's like, schedules and now to come back and straight back on it and gigs. I must have done a ridiculous amount of gigs since I got back, so I've been pretty, I'm not really with it, right? I'm getting there though, do you know what I mean? So
That is a weird feeling though, because people don't understand when you do these long journeys and you come straight back in doing loads and loads of good gigs, it is so hard to get your head around certain things because you're basically still in the air or still somewhere else in,
but I
in
just
your
don't
mind.
know where I am half the time, mate, at the best of times, you know what I mean? So, like, no, it is. It really does take it out of you, man, and you have to try. The problem is with the way things are for us, you know what I mean? And same with yourself. It's so busy. You ain't got time to wait and have
for sure.
2 weeks off to chill out. It's gigs to be done. But amazing tour, really good. Me and S.P. out there, really good. And yeah, amazing. Just back on it, and here we are, mate.
And how long was you out there for?
We were out there for about 2 and a bit weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just really good vibes and just, you know, pushing the Shogun thing out there. And yeah, amazing, man. Just glad to be back, though.
Wicked, man, because you are really onto you run your label very professionally and you're really pushing Shogun audio at the moment, right?
Yeah, always. I mean, like I say, we're at the thing now with the label where, you know, we've got the guys here, you know, Alex, Icicle, SpectraSoul, you know, and we're kind of building the label around those guys. You know, me and KT are starting to get it back in the studio a little bit more, and you know, there's so much going on. We sorted out some guests, you know, we have things from guys like S.P.Y, and we've got a S.P.Y release coming up. You know, we've had like comics and Noisia and people like that. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Fitting it in, do you know what I mean?
Also, musically, there's a lot going on. You know, the sound at the moment maybe has gone back to the days of Virus, even back in certain extents to the days of early Bristol sounding kind of jungle prototypes, and a real deep techie sound coming through from the likes of S.P.Y and Noisia, and loads of guys doing this kind of minimal techie stuff, man. And I know you guys are really repping that sound right now.
Yeah, definitely. We've got probably two of the biggest rappers of that sound right here.
Yes. Listen, I'm not forgetting them, even though I forgot Icicle. It's terrible, you know, because you see, this is what the internet does. Because me and Icicle know each other through like computers, you know, and nothing dodgy, but you know, like
sound like IT inspectors or something. You know what I mean?
Through AIM, and I've met Icicle a couple of times, but he walked in and I was like, is that Jack from SpectraSoul? I'm really sorry I did that to you, man.
Come on.
You thought he was Jesse from Desperate Housewives.
People are going to get really weird ideas about what I look like now.
Well, what's happening, Icicle? You good?
Yeah, I am good. Definitely a bit tired, you know, I've been here all week, been real busy, you know, in the studio, but yeah, I'm good.
And you're representing the kind of Dutch sound as well, man, you know. Are you from Holland, yeah?
I am from Holland, yeah.
And, you know, Martin, you know, who's done real groundwork out there doing stuff, and there's a real good underground scene going on in Holland, right?
Well, definitely, producer-wise, definitely. I mean, we've got Blex and Empire, Noisia, Martin.
For real?
And yeah, definitely. I mean, it probably is a good breeding ground for like new producers, I guess. And you know, the scene is good. I mean, the parties could be a bit, I don't know, real. You know, there could be more, but you know, it's always drum and bass, it's always underground. But yeah, no, I think we can't complain, really.
Yeah, because Holland used to have an incredible D&B scene. Like 10 years ago, I used to go to Rotterdam and Utrecht and Amsterdam quite a lot, and it not so much coming from that side of the fence at the moment, man.
Well, yeah, definitely, but you know, like 10 years ago I was 13, so you know, I wasn't there yet for those things.
Okay, right, we move on to the track that we're going to play. You was 13, that makes me so sick.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't much older, but you know.
You'd have been about 16, Fabio.
No, we're only about like 3 years apart, right?
All right, anyway, we move on very swiftly. We're going to play a track from a man we're going to talk to straight after this. Friction, introduce the track, man.
I think this is, you know, easily said as one of the sort of seminal Shogun audio tracks, and I think it's one of the tracks that put Mr. Perez on the map, so to speak. And this is Down the Line featuring MC Fats.
Wicked stuff. We have Alex Perez, we have Icicle, and we have Friction in the house. We're just going to be playing tunes tonight, baby.
The Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio.
tell you that. Down.
It's a UK thing, it's a worldwide thing. Drum and bass on Radio 101.
Absolute classic. One of those tunes that you did a draw out after about a year and a half and it's still sounding fresh. Down the line, Alex Perez featuring Fats. Alex, what year was that from, man? When did you record that? 2006?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I can't really remember myself, to be honest.
Alex, man, got to speak to you about stuff because it's been a crazy 3 years for you, man. I remember when meeting you in Swerve, man, and standing up with Tendai, and it was so hard. You was out there trying to push your stuff, and then you done stuff like Magnolias, and your stuff started to get noticed, and now you're a staple part of the drum and bass scene, man. It must you must feel like you're living the whole rock and roll thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, if I look at, the way, gradually, blew up over the last 3 years. It's just like, it went from nothing to, everything right there in my hands.
Yeah, man.
So, at first it's a lot to take on and kind of, realise what's going on. To be fair, even still now, I'm just kind of, going along with it and doing a lot of DJing these days, because the records that I put out is getting me work now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think, slowly now people are booking me more as a DJ than a producer. Which I'm happy about, because DJing was the first thing that I started with, So
don't you find yourself in a little bit of a dilemma though, because you're getting so much work which you can't turn down? People book you and stuff like that, but then at the same time you've got tunes to make and you've got other things to do as well in your life, man, and it's really hard balancing all them aspects of your life and making sure everything ticks along properly.
Well, yeah, especially, at the moment, as you probably know, I'm writing for the album. So, to balance that is really hard because like this month, I'm doing like 3-4 gigs a week. by the time I recover from that, I've got 2 days for the studio, you know. So it's like really to balance it is quite hard. But I've been really productive, and I'm on it at the moment. So I've got a lot of material for the album already. So it's coming along nicely.
And Ed, you know, being kind of like the boss and stuff like that, do you find them and go, Alex, you know what, you need to get cracking with this thing here, you know?
To be honest, like, yeah.
Or do you do the option where, you know what, this guy, I've got to give him creative space and let him do what he's doing, man, and don't crowd him and just kind of like, you know, like a football manager, when you got a prodigious young talent, man, you can't be kind of like beating up on him. You've got to kind of like take like baby steps with him, man.
Yeah, I'd say I'm more of a Sven Goran Eriksson than a Fabio Capello.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know, you know, Sven had a few little off-key ways, man.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
Yeah, but anyway, you're more like Sven.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, would you say, I think I've let Alex, what I tried to do obviously is just try and let him do his thing, and like, you know, he's been sending me loops online, and I've been like, yeah, cool, I reckon with this we should do this and do that and do that, and just kind of letting him write. I'm not gonna, you know, as a label owner stroke AR manager, whatever you want to say, I think it's all about, like I said to Alex before, I think you get the best out of someone by letting them do their thing. Some people respond to pressure, and some people don't respond to pressure.
Yeah,
and I think, you know, I think Alex, you know, I'd say, I'll just try to let you get on with it, really, haven't I? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure if things get tight towards the end, I won't be as easy going.
Fight might start rocking out.
Yeah. Be around there cracking the whip, you know.
Alex, it's been 6 years now, man. My patience has gone. And then that Icicle, man, you know, how did you get the hook up with Friction?
Well, basically the internet. I mean, like, I was just doing tunes over on the other side of the canal, basically.
You'd been stalking me for a few years.
No, you got in touch with me, man.
Tell him, man.
No, I mean, like, when I first started like doing the tunes that got received very well, you know, people got on my case, and Friction was one of the people that, you know, was really interested in what I was making, and, you know, he was really serious about it as well. So basically from there, you know, we kind of, you know, spoke about music more. I gave him more tunes, and basically that's where it's all come from, mate.
Your sound's changed a little bit, because I remember the initial tracks that you done with Switch and Lensman. You guys were quite tight, and it was very kind of like, not vocally, but sparsy, quite minimal funk.
Yeah,
now it's much more minimal tech. Late Hours, man, which is such a storming tune, man. That kind of vibe. Is that the kind of vibe you're feeling right now?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I've always been one for like the minimal funk, like, you know, funky. I want things to be funky, to have a bit of soul, but definitely minimal. And like, you know, as I said earlier, I'm quite young, and for me, like, it really, like drum and bass really started to get like a major thing in my life, and I heard like Wormhole and, you know, Johnny L stuff, that kind of thing, and it's all quite minimal, and that's what I always really liked. And I guess, you know, that's what I'm doing more now than maybe when I started off. But I think I just want to keep evolving, you know. I don't want to be doing these type of tunes for the next, you know, years or something. I'm just gonna go wherever.
You're just going with the flow right now, man.
Yeah.
I think you got to do that. I think as an artist, you know, it's a very similar thing with Alex. You know, Alex, you started out making very kind of like, you know, Magnolias is a bit of a departure from the stuff you're making. Like, well, not making, made in the last year. Your sound's more stripped down now, more beefed up. You kind of concentrate a bit more on the breaks and the sonics a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I've been influenced by, I was always into the kind of techie stripped down stuff as well, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But it took me a while to kind of get around to it and express it into my own productions, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And it's kind of all coming around together now, so yeah, definitely.
Man, you know what? As long as people keep the funky flavour, man.
That's it.
As long as you keep that funk in your music, and as Ed knows, man, you know, it's all about that kind of the unknown funk that's there, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like when you listen to S.P.Y Rider, or kind of, you can hear that dirty funk in the background of everything he plays, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, listen, we're going to move on to the next track, and Ed, you again.
This is we've got a few exclusives for you tonight, Fabs. You know what I mean?
I've got the CD. This is one CD. Yeah.
I know we ain't getting the CD back.
No,
so,
hell no.
Do you know what I mean? So this is we've got a few things. This is a new one by myself and KT. This is called Set It Off.
Wicked. We have got Friction. We've got Icicle. We've got Alex Perez in the house. We're talking Shogun right now. Later on, we are going to be doing the rewind track. But big things are going on. It's Radio 1.
There's no other place for drum and bass. The Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio.
Your first blood be the first to set it off. First to set it on.
Drum and bass. With Fabio.
Your first blood be the first to set it on.
The sound of KT and Friction. What's that track called?
Set It Off.
Wicked, man. So what about you in studio, Ed? You know, you have your moments, don't you, where you go through and you make quite a few things and then you don't make anything for a little while. And
yeah, I think the last 3 years especially, I found it really hard, you know, like me and
what, is that because of DJing though?
Yeah, man, it's like, to be honest, I get it, like Monday morning comes and it's like the last thing I want to do is listen to a snare drum over and over again for 3 days, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, so, you know, we've written a couple of new things, me and KT, we got another vocal thing we just done with Diane Charlemagne, which is not quite ready yet.
Okay.
But, you know, like a more of a big kind of dance floor thing. That's something else we've done, and yeah, I'm just trying to write some music in, because I do enjoy writing music, but it's just got to be right, do you know what I mean? And I don't want to release anything that's not kind of up to a
certain level.
Like I say, the Back to Your Roots thing really was the last thing. So, you know, it's going there, you know, like I say, I've got to get on it. I was saying to Icicle earlier, I've got to start writing some beats, because them boys are just smashing it, do you know what I mean? I better come with something, do you know what I mean?
But how, as a DJ as well, you're like one of the new breed of DJs where you like everything. You're like me. I like a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And you know, you go certain places and you do your thing. Do you ever wish that you could just go and play a certain kind of set everywhere, or you're happy with your lot, man?
To be honest, like, I think I vary it. I don't think I could vary my selections anymore. It's like, I love coming down and playing for you at Swerve as much as I do playing to 15,000 people in Russia. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love it all. I like coming down and having the intensity of something like playing for you as much as I do as putting on a big like in your face performance to that many people. Like, I do love it all. It's just I just love doing my thing. It's like this last night I had Nottingham, that was amazing, do you know what I mean? And it's Westfest tonight, and it's like different sort of selections. I can go in for 2 hours one time. And
is it a mood thing though? Do you have your moods where you think, I want to tear out the place?
You know what? Sometimes I do.
Yeah,
like, if I've had a row with the missus, I'll probably go in a tad darker. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like,
you know how it goes.
Yeah,
when you're just angry.
Yeah, leave me alone. I'm
your girlfriend. No one can make you angrier than your girlfriend. You're out. You're steaming. You can't even think. I just want to tear down the place, man.
You know what I mean?
It's one of them ones. Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. Like not sitting on the fence. It sounds like I sit on the fence, but I like doing it all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's me really.
And Icicle, man, growing up in Holland, what did you want to do, man? Was you always a musical kid, or you was kind of like you had aspirations of being a doctor?
Well, like I started playing the piano when I was really young, and so like I guess I was always quite into music, but never like really seriously. Like never thought I would do anything like that professionally. Like up until about a year ago, I was still studying. I kind of dropped that because the music was kind of taking off, and I'm really liking it now. I don't know if I'll be doing this for like forever, but right now I'm really happy with where
But don't you want to be in music forever though? Even if it's not drum and bass, maybe moving on to something else, or have you got other things set on your horizons? Maybe you're going to call it a day one day and maybe go and study again, or do another vocation.
Well, I don't know. I might like do something else. Like I definitely want to do other music as well. I'm already doing that, and if I'm ever going to stop and go back to like studying, that might happen, but I don't know. I mean, it's like I'm quite young right now. Everything's looking really good, so I'm just gonna live in the now, and I'll see.
You keep mentioning this young thing, man. I don't know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you know what I mean, I'm feeling old.
You know what I'm saying? Alicia, please. But oh man, was you talking to Alex Perez or me there? And
Alex.
What are you gonna do next, man? Maybe be a male model or something?
I don't know, man. I'm quite happy with the tunes, I think.
But you've got, you're a very stylish guy, and you're into your
the ladies' choice.
Yeah, the ladies' choice. But you're a very stylish guy, and you're into your kind of clothes and stuff like that. Would you ever maybe have a clothing line? Maybe one day.
I have thought about that, like about designing clothes. Like
no, because I'm being serious, because I know you're really into your threads.
Yeah, I'm into like underground labels,
designs,
especially
and stuff.
sneakers. Like that's one of my main problems. Apart from buying gear in the studio, I've got sick amounts of trainers.
For real, yeah.
We advance him in training.
But you would never think about it, because you know what? Seriously, if I was younger, I think I might have done some things differently. I might have had the Fabio clothing range.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like whenever I'm saying these things, everyone's kind of like being really nonplussed about it. I could have, I think that'd be a good move, isn't it? A clothing.
But like when with the music, you're so involved with it, you don't really have time to. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting into photography a bit. I bought a nice
Wicked
DSLR. I'm just playing around with that, but still, I don't have enough time to fully, go into it. So it's just kind of a hobby. Everything else I'm doing outside of drum and bass,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Leave that glamour photography alone, man. Anyway, listen. The next track we're going to play is from Icicle, and Icicle. You don't even know what track we're going to play. So I'm gonna introduce it. I think is this Untitled Blues.
No, this is a track called. This is fresh. Icicle business. This is a track called Cause. Unfinished, is that correct?
Yeah, it is unfinished.
Yes.
And this is coming out when?
This is.
Or is it just fresh?
Who knows?
Yeah,
it's
a fresh one.
Yeah, it's very fresh, very, very fresh.
Wicked stuff. We have got Icicle, Alex Perez, and Friction Shogun Audio in the house. This is how we do Saturday night, Sunday morning, 1 till 3, baby.
It's Fabio on Radio 1. This is how we do. Fabio.
wicked tune, man. What's the name of this one?
This is called Cause. Or Cause. Is it Cause or Cause?
It's
like
cause.
a big cause.
It's the cause.
Oh, thank you.
What,
Thank you,
the group,
Icicle.
the girls' cause. I'm funny, ain't I? But anyway, listen, man. I just think, you know, there's so much good stuff around at the moment. Music's changing, it's evolving slightly. I think people are kind of willing more than they was 2 years ago to open up and get into deeper tunes, man. Don't you think so, Ed?
Yeah, I think the music, I think especially the attitudes of people, so to speak, has changed a little bit, and it's kind of like now people are kind of. I've noticed that when I go a little bit, when I play my sets and I go a little bit deeper and I start rolling out a little bit deep, when I do, the people are appreciating it, but then when I go back and start lashing it out again, they're appreciating it more. It's not just one constant wall of noise.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always, that's where I've been trying to sort of get to, do you know what I mean? Where I can do that and make that a regular thing, do you know what I mean? And, you know, I think some of the music out there is amazing. Obviously, you know, you got these boys.
Yeah.
You know, these boys are smashing it, man.
Yeah, man,
like, I'm so lucky. I feel blessed. Do you know what I mean? With the label and who we've got on the label, and you know, there's loads of other guys. You know, like SpectraSoul coming through really well as well, man.
For real.
Do you know what I mean?
Massive improvements.
And I'm loving. You know, there's so much music. I'm loving everything from Hazard to comics to TC to to.
You're still excited when
logistics.
You get a big
tune, man. It's like whatever style it is. That's why we're still smashing it as a music, as a genre.
Of course.
Because we got the flavour.
We've got loads of flavour.
We got enough flavour.
We don't just rely on one particular sound, or and that's what I say to people. That's what's so exciting, even if you don't like Jump Up, if you don't like Liquid, if you don't like the techie stuff, it's all a part of what's maintaining this thing and keeping it kind of like rolling, and that's why it's going to be around for a long time yet. It shows no signs of dying, and if anything, even like on a commercial aspect, even at Radio 1 now, I've noticed how much drum and bass is being played on the radio, man. This is good times, man, and I just think that everyone's just got to be positive and keep this whole thing rolling. Anyway, talking about keeping it rolling, we've got another track from you. This is track entitled Emerald, right?
Yeah, this is I thought I'd play one forthcoming on SGN Limited, which is our other label we've got, and this is a brand new exclusive. It was a track that Lensman sent to me, and a couple of things I've kind of felt it needed and kind of went in on him with it a little bit, finished it this morning, and here you are.
Wicked, man. This is a track entitled Emeralds. This is forthcoming on SGN
Limited, Shogun Limited.
It's Shogun Limited, and this is Lensman.
It's drum and bass time. There's no other place for drum and bass. There's no other place for drum and bass.
This feeling ain't right. No, I won't let you know. Disillusion inside. Keep finding myself. Confusion inside. The fact in my mind that I hold. The emerald.
This is Radio 1.
The solution I'm blind. I have to let you go.
Radio 1.
It's a Fabio.
A track entitled Emeralds by Lensman. Wicked stuff. Man, you've drawn out some tunes tonight, man.
We gotta come correct. We gotta come correct when we come up here, man. Do you know what I mean?
But you know, the good music is so good, man.
Yeah,
And you know, I was saying, you know, the other week I was at your night actually, and it was me, you, comics, and I was walking around in there, man, and I just sat down and checked myself. I was like nearly 20 years older than everybody in there, man, like all the DJs. And I sat down and thought to myself, why do I still love this, man? And you know what? There's no explanation for it at all, but it's so embedded in you, man. And it's, you know what it is with drum and bass? It's a vibe, man.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. That's all I can say, man. It's just something that once it gets into you, man, it's so hard to go away, walk away from this music, man.
Oh, definitely. It's for me, you know, like I got into it from going out to Laserdrome in 1994. Do you know what I mean? I used to just sneak in as a kid.
Man.
Like I still look relatively young, but when I was 15, I looked young. You know what I mean? Like I looked like I was about 8. You know what I mean? And like, you know, people still see me and my kid and think we're like brothers.
Yeah,
you
right.
know what I
Them
mean?
ones,
It's but you know, like, and from that moment, you know, from going out and listening to Randall and, you know, like Ratty.
And you always remember those moments
all them
as well.
like, Dr. Escash, all them, like from then, I've just been hooked on, all my life has been about drum and bass.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? The whole thing, and you know, it's because it's such a great music, man. Do you know what I mean?
And we all have our moments, you know. Everyone here that loves the music, you have your moments where you sit down and you get disorientated, or you know, when you've done a gig and it's not been great, and you come home and you think, what am I doing this for, man? But you're only as good as the last thing you've done with this music. Then you'll go out and do an amazing gig, and it really makes things worthwhile, doesn't it?
Oh, totally, man.
There's nothing like playing a good gig, man. It's the reason why we all do it, for real.
You know that, mate. It's exactly it.
All right, guys, listen, we got to round things up now. Firstly, Icicle, what you got coming up, man?
I've got the EP on Shogun right now. Which is, I think, on promo or just.
And
that.
what track's that?
Infectious Funk.
Okay.
It's been doing around. And after that, some more projects on Shogun audio. I'm not real sure about what yet and the formats. You know, the music is there. It's being finished right now. We've got, like, me and Alex, we've got a thing coming on Subtitles called Caution as well.
Wicked.
That's getting love, isn't it? It's getting love, man.
Yeah, it's doing well. So that's about it. Like, there's going to be more, but like, it's a bit early to, you know, to say.
Have you got a MySpace or anything like that you want to big up?
Yes, I've got a MySpace. It's myspace.com/Icicle D&B.
Okay,
Come be
man.
my friend.
And what about Facebook? You on Facebook?
Yeah, I am on
But
Facebook.
just keep that to yourself, right?
Well,
Get
no.
on a personal one.
No, it's my full name. If you can get a hold of my full name, you can be my friend on Facebook.
Yeah, we do it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And Alex, what you got coming up, man?
Well, obviously the album, man. That's where my head's at the moment. So that's going to be for like schedule for next year.
And how have you progressed? Because you know you was in here a little while ago. How has things progressed since then, man?
A lot of variety so far on the albums. You know, some kind of stuff that, you know, reminiscent to what I was doing, you know, maybe a year ago.
For real?
obviously some more techie stuff that, you know, I'm kind of grooming at the moment.
He's going to be modest about it, and I'm going to actually put it out there, but there's some amazing stuff on there. I've got to be honest. From all the ideas that we've heard so far, I know Alex is a modest guy,
Of
you know
course,
what I mean?
but that's a good thing, man.
A lot of down-tempo stuff, actually.
Yeah.
That's good. We're going to concentrate on that. Well, different tempos.
You have to for an album. It's got to, you know, even like listening to Chase and Status album, it's a good album where they just switch the tempos up, and I think you have to do that with an album, because it's all about moods album. It's not about tearing out, man, you know what I mean? Or even showing off. It's about catching people's moods at the right time and stuff, man. Well, Alex, you know what? I've known you a little while. I know you have the talent, like an amazing talent there, and you know, if it's honed right and everything comes as you want it to, I know the album is going to be sick. So anyway, what about your MySpace, man?
MySpace.com/Alex Perez.
Yeah.
Facebook things personal, to be honest.
What? Hell yeah. Getting tagged and stuff like that, and people like,
It's not running, really.
Please.
What's all that about?
Listen,
don't untag me, that's what I'm saying.
You know, they don't even Photoshop it after time as well. And you, Ed, what about your MySpace and stuff like that?
My MySpace is /friction DEEJAY. And that's it really, man. Do you know what I mean? Just we're working on the website at the moment. The website's going to be a really strong look. Shogunaudio.com's coming very soon. Gonna have a big thing going there. Got a shout out to all my people as well, my agent, everyone at Echolocation, my missus. Got a shout out my little boy because he scored an absolute screamer today.
For real, yeah?
So, it just made me happy. Do you know
I know you in a good mood. To digress quickly, because I know you've spoken about him, man. He sounds like he's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, he's a good little player, man. He's a form player. Do you know what I mean? When he's on it, he's on it.
How old is he?
He's nearly 10.
Oh, wicked, man. Well, big ups to him as well, man.
Yeah.
And listen, guys, we've kind of run out of time. We've got one more tune to play, and I know this is some deep undercover business, man.
We've been debating for the past hour. Not a big thing or anything.
You just might end up regretting it for the rest of your life. But and listen, guys, it's really good to see you. Good to see you, Icicle. I will not forget you the next time. How I could forget a 7-foot tall man is beyond me.
He's a giant.
And Alex, you know I'll see you on the block, man. I'll see you on the block all the time. And Ed, really good to see you, bringing out some wonderful music. And keep it up and keep those good nights up, man, and keep booking me, man.
Yeah, of course, mate, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way.
And this last track, you're going to give a name, or we're just going to keep this?
All I'm going to say is this is a taste of what you can expect. This is a little something forthcoming, possibly on the album from Alex, and there's a little slice of soul for you.
A little bit of deep cover, yeah?
You know what I mean?
All right, guys, thank you very much for coming in, Shogun Audio. This is the last track the guys are going to play. Check this out.
The Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio.
Take you deep. Sounds of the Fabio on Radio 1.
Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio. There's no other place for drum and bass. There's no other place for drum and bass. This is Radio 1. Listen again on the BBC iPlayer. bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. This is Radio 1. website bbc.co.uk/radio1.
Many thanks to the guys. Good to see Friction, Icicle, and Alex Perez. Remember, Shogun Audio's the name. Watch out for forthcoming tracks by Icicle and Alex Perez. Big things going on. Right, we still have the rewind track for you. And that's where I'm going to play a track. And Grooves sent a track over. So it's a little bit like a battle, but it ain't. We don't like to say that word battle. They don't run with us. Got pure music until the end of the show. Got all the flavours. Big up to the Fabric Massive. Was that Fabric last week? For Fabric Live, still bubbling in that place, man. Big up to Instrumental and also Andy C. Dillinger, MacPherson. Big things. Yes, it's Fabio. It's Radio 1. That's how we do.
Trevor Nelson, and I present the Saturday evening show. I know this sounds greedy, but my show's so big it goes out on 2 radio stations. It goes out on Radio 1 and 1 Extra simultaneously. On it I play everything urban, and by that I mean R&B, hip-hop, bassline, UK garage, bit of drum and bass, tiny bit, and a lot of electronic urban. I like that sound. I love my music because it's rhythmic, it's melodious, it makes you want to move. The exciting thing about new music for me is you never know what's coming next. You just have no idea. So I can't tell you where the best music comes from other than it ends up with me, which is great, and I end up with the chance to play it to you. My show goes out every Saturday on Radio 1 and 1 Extra from 7 o'clock till 9. It's the soundtrack to your Saturday night. With me, Trevor Nelson, I mean that most sincerely, folks.
Radio 1.
It's Saturday night, it's Radio 1, it's drum and bass time.
Bass time.
Yes. The sound is Jubei. And a track entitled Stingray. Watch out for that kid. He's doing some sick beats at the moment. And that is a real stepper. We're going to give you a little rundown of what is happening on Radio 1 during the next 24 hours. Always big things happening on Radio 1. Big shout going out to Tendai. Also to Chris Interface. Big shout to the 90 Shakers. Remember the 7th of November. Got something popping off at Hidden. It's going to be big. Also, big up to the Dublin crew. I'm heading back out to Dublin for the first time in a little while. Big shout to Clarky Clark. Good to see you the other night, son. And also Dynamite MC. Enough love to you, sir. Right. I know I complicated things earlier, but we have the Rewind business coming up next. A track from Grooverider, a track from me, our biggest tune of the moment. We're going to see what's popping, what's the hottest. And I've heard a little snippet of Grooverider's one. It's going to be a tough one to beat, man. Track entitled Stone Groove. A little old funk sample. Used to love the original of this, 80s Ladies Turned On To You. For those of you who remember. Getting funky, getting soulful, Radio 1. calming down the vibe. Funky little number entitled Stone Groove. Love that one, man. Send that one out to Sarah, also Cassie. Kisses to you both. Big up to Jumping Jack Frost. Went to see High School Musical 3 the other day, man. My little daughter, who's kind of like, Dad, you have to take me to see High School Musical 3. And I said, daughter, we'll go on Friday. She said, no, we're going now. And so we went there. I went there with Jumping Jack Frost and his little girl, and we had the wickedest time, man. It's funny how a film like that can bring, well, it reminded me of Grease, going to see Grease back in the day, or Fame. And it's a great little film, So all the girls were screaming when I walked in.
I'll make everything alright.
Anyway, we move swiftly on. We do this, a new feature called the Rewind Track. And Grooverider's busted through the door, and this is what he's got to say to me.
Liquid means rewind, a gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Alright, Fabio, Groove, I've got my rewind track for this week. I hope you're ready for it. It's coming from Bristol. I'm not sure who made it, but it's a stormer. Check this out.
Rewind track for this week. Don't even know the name of that. You know Groove ain't disclosing names. He knows who it is. Come on now. Groove, I know who it is. Bad tune though. That's Groove's Rewind track for this week. And here's mine. I'm not going to disclose no names either. I'm going to play the game like that, dog. Right? Nah, big ups to the rider. Wicked tune, man. This sound's going to be every single week, the rewind track. Check this out, man. It's an ugly flavour. We are coming towards the end of the show. I've enjoyed it tonight. Good stuff. Ready for a bit of nastiness.
I gotta get out. Yeah, I gotta get back up there. I don't know how or what with, but I'm not staying here.
Liquid means rewind, the Ganja means forward. Requested it, so we rewind.
some jungle power. I try and tell The Great Escape. That's a rewind business for this week. Catch the next installment next week with the Rider. The Rider's going to be in the house. We are going to be drawing something out on Rider next week, right? That's the way we do it right now. Big shout out to Brian G and all the Liquid V crew. Watch out for DJ Rough Stuff, big, bad and heavy out in your shops real soon. Big up to you guys, enough love. Big shout going out to Jordan V. Keeping movement rolling. Also Zara and Probe, the Monday Club, Weekly Bizzle. As time is running out, a couple of tunes to play before I get out of here. Next up, we've got Mr. Jam with the One Extra mixtape. This week he has DJ Luck and MC Neat in the mix. We also have Raz Kwame up at 5 a.m. doing the best of British. Wicked stuff, good to see you at the Mobos, Raz. Really good people's ears. And at 7 a.m, Weekend Breakfast, his first show, Nick Grimshaw. Give him some love, make some noise. It's Radio 1.
We used to lick chalice. We used to lick chalice.
Sound of Serum, Chalice. Proper jungle business. Big up to the Mickey Finn, also to Bassman, all the Shadow Demon crew down there in Birmingham. Yes, yes, yes. Unfortunately, that is the end of the show tonight. If you just caught the show, you have caught it right at the end. And we've had Friction, Icicle and Alex Perez in repping Shogun Audio. We've had the One Extra and Radio 1 chart. This week's number one was Plan B Pieces. We've had the Rewind track. Me and Ryder went back to back on the tune. Big tunes of the week. Two growlers, man. Two real growlers tonight. And we have come to the end of the show. Remember, next week we have Grooverider, his first solo show for some time. We've got the Warehouse Project sessions next week with Grooverider as well, recorded at the Warehouse Project a few weeks ago, and it sounds live, man. Remember also, if you want to listen to anything again, the great thing about Radio 1 is, and you know, I get people in the week hitting me up and going, you know what, I've just heard the show, wicked stuff, showing love and stuff like that. So if you listen to the show in the week, tell us what you're doing, drop a line on my Facebook page, tell me what you've been doing while you was listening to the show. Nothing rude, else we're not going to read it out. And you can always listen to shows on Listen Again, or you can listen on the wonderful iPlayer. So that is wicked stuff. Coming up next, we have Mr. Jam. I'm going to love and leave you with an old school classic. Big, big, big thank you to James and Delisha. Make some noise, people. James, man, that's an incredible voice you have there. That was... Can you remember the
I want someone to sign me. I've got a great voice.
You see what I mean? She's trying to kind of get some. What? She wants to get headhunted, you know, my producer. You see the way she's going on? She wants to get signed up. Listen, James, do not let her do that again, okay?
I won't. I'll do it back.
She's not leaving. I'm not going for another producer. Right, many thanks to Delisha and James. Remember, next week it's the Grooverider. Gonna love and leave you with an absolute classic picked out by my man James. Mystical, Outer Space. It's Fabio saying peace out, Mr. Jam, up next.
Hit the website, see the listings for the tracks. Listen again on the BBC iPlayer, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Radio 1, drum and bass show with Fabio.